What is up, man? How are you doing, Grant?
What's up? I'm trying to get a shirt out. How's it going? We got Monica in here already. What's up? What's up?
So, Monica? Yeah, you know what? Actually, let me do the same here.
Yeah, if you're watching the replay or if you're just coming in, either way, leave us a comment. Hit that thumbs up. Share us out. We'd appreciate it. I don't think we're going to be here next Tuesday, but we're normally here every Tuesday at 6 o'clock Central Time.
Yeah, what's up, Saltwater? Yeah, dude, it was time. I had to get myself all cleaned up. It was feeling rough.
Yeah, looking a little cleaned up there,
yeah. And I'll be honest with you, so a little bit of a reveal. Like I wasn't even gonna say nothing about it or whatever, but I'm having some fun. I don't know if I can pull this off because this video that I'm working on is a complete nightmare. Like I just bit off way more than I can chew, but I'm having some fun with it, and we're gonna see if I can't rock a mohawk for a video here.
What's up, Cherokee Survival? Oh wow, you got it going on, don't you? I was looking at my
trying.
You got the mohawk.
Now I just got to be able to catch fish. That's been the hard part.
Nice.
But we'll see if I can pull it off or not. Because I'm going to be tired of this in a couple of days here. Yep. Hey, Moni. Thank you. You don't think dude? I'm rocking it. I'm rocking the silver mohawk here. I'm doing it for all the old '90s dads.
Yeah, I had the afro about what was it, 10 or 12 years ago. I was rocking the afro, but it's a lot, man. It's a lot to have hair, especially.
Yeah, dude, that's exactly it. Like it's such a pain. I like shaving my head, and it's an easy haircut that I can just do any day of the week. Whenever it's like I got an hour, let me get the dog shears, and I'm just gonna like shave my head. And when you have hair, like you have to have product, and you use more shampoo, and you have to spend more of your time throughout the week doing stuff. Every morning, it's a mess. You got to comb everything. I'm not that guy, dude. I'm not that guy to go sit in front of, the mirror in the bathroom and tease and play or blow dry or whatever. It's just not my style.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it for, I don't know how long I had the fro, but yeah, I got a lot of compliments. Ladies complimenting me on my hair, my beautiful hair.
I didn't get that. I hadn't had a haircut. I think this was my first haircut of 2025. And yeah, I didn't get any compliments at all on that. So maybe now that I'm a little bit more cleaned up.
Right. I was working at the grocery store at the time, so I was seeing a lot of people rocking the fro.
Oh, thank you for that, Monty. Yes, please. We appreciate all of the YouTube things, of course. That always helps.
Yep,
hey,
definitely.
dude, Virginia, who do we have? Virginia Bushcraft to the channel so you can learn. Hey, we're all about that. So, and thank you for coming and hanging out with us tonight, Cherokee. I love survival channels myself. That's like right up my alley. I'm going to be doing, we're getting some land and we're going to like do some homestead stuff as soon as we're able to make it out that way. So, we're speaking my language here.
Yeah, Monica, it wasn't. I didn't have any guys, thankfully, compliment me on my hair. What's up, Wild Japan? Good to see you.
What's up, Dylan? Oh, Molly got her first. Yeah, so hey, everybody in the chat, while we're getting all caught up here, what did you do this weekend? It's been a week. We need to get all caught up here and hear how everybody's been doing. Starting off with Monica, caught first striped bass this weekend, 22 inches, over 4.5 pounds. That is wicked.
Heck yeah.
You got me beat.
Janet and I did get out Sunday afternoon. We went out to the farm Sunday morning, took the tiller and push mower, and it was a little muddy, but ended up going fishing at a new pond. Sunday afternoon. Brought home 2 crappie, 5 bluegill. I posted a picture of the biggest crappie in Discord. It's almost 12 inches. It was almost 12 inches. It was good to eat. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably about, well, I guess we were just getting done eating lunch, and Janet said something about wanting to go catch some supper. Very nice.
You got me beat. I don't have a striped bass under my belt yet.
Yeah, I don't have one that big for sure. I've caught a few, but pounders, 2-pounders maybe. Good job, Monica.
Yeah, you get yourself a good one. Can we expect a video with this?
Yeah, is that out of the river? It's a back creek adventures.
Wild Japan finally remembered to pick up the trail cam, did some fishing with soft plastic. Got the weekend before, caught a bass. I completely forgot to look that up. That you did the gyotaku. I'm trying to pronounce that the best of my ability. We'll be seeing that in just a minute, because I've been wanting to do that for a while now. I've been wanting to do some of that. I think that's like the coolest way of, like, I don't want to have anybody who's like familiar with Deer Meat for Dinner. He's got this whole wall of, like, it looks like, remember, Zane, the dude that goes to Africa, and he's always got those insane everything that he kills. So Deer Meat for Dinner is like that, where he's got that entire wall just covered with, like, he's got like a 12, 13 foot alligator on there. He's got all this crazy stuff. I don't think you can get close enough to his wall to touch it, because everything is so big and massive. I don't want that. Like, I want, just the displays. I want the gyotaku, however you pronounce it. I want that.
Gotcha.
Getting off on a tangent, sorry. I'll get off my soapbox.
That's looks like a big pond, Monica. Really big.
No video. It was a pond of someone Mark Beaver trapped on. It was a catch and release day. It was a heck of windy. Oh, okay. So if you have issues with that, because I am the king of wind. Like, half of my videos are absolute dog shit garbage. Because the wind just destroys them. It just destroys that entire thing. And I've gotten real good at filming in a way that helps to get around that. There's some, like, little tricks and things you can do. There's some mic tricks and stuff that you can do. So if you ever have an issue with that, anybody get in touch. Like, I'm happy to give any whatever thing I've got to help, because that really sucks when wind gets in the way. Something you should do, though, for fun, I would have a lot of fun with this. If you're fishing at a pond where Mark is trapping or has trapped before or something like that, like, you need to be making that video where it's like, I'm out here fishing, we're going to catch a fish, do our thing, and this is the pond where Mark was trapping at, and then show some behind the scenes, like the B-roll, the footage of this is Mark's experience from his video. Ties your channels together so that you get those combined audiences helping each other out, for one. But for two, it gives like a whole other, like, layer of storytelling being done in that video. It'd be fun to see what Mark was doing there before you got there.
Right. That would be. She says, scroll the other pics. There's some big bluegill.
Oh, I didn't even realize it had a carousel. Okay.
There you go, the 463.
Yeah.
Nice bluegill.
Did you put him on did you weigh him too?
Yeah, the ones we were catching were 9.5.
Yeah, exactly. Previously at the pond, give us that little additional, like, that's one of the things I have the biggest issue with myself. Like, I want to do this, I try to do this, and I never even think about it until I'm done fishing. But it's like, I'm always fishing at the same beach or the same thing, and to me, it's like the 10,000th time that I've been there doing that thing, and I completely forget to be like, dude, the last time we were here, we got this amazing thing that we did, or we got, you know, near washed out because the water was washing up to the dunes, or, you know, whatever the case may be. There's a lot of story to be told that to you and I, it's not as interesting, but when you put it on camera, when you put it into the video, all of a sudden it's like, man, it gives you a lot of depth.
I like it. Whereabouts you at, Cherokee Survival? North Carolina. Okay. He answered before I asked. North Carolina.
Going off on all the YouTube things on that. Sorry, again, I'll get off the soapbox with that. It's kind of that kind of leads us to like the topic of conversation for tonight, and it doesn't have to be like a super long topic of conversation, but it's one that kind of caught my attention. We are at that phase now where, like, YouTube has been around long enough. We're starting to see people retiring. They're kind of done with it, and so like, who was it? Is it Young Boys was one of the ones that retired last week?
Made their millions and on to something else.
I am not even. Why am I not? I can't remember his channel name now. Anybody remind me of this? I don't. Well, I'm having a brain fart on that guy's name. Oh, the other one was Demolition Ranch. Look at him.
Yeah, somebody. Or I've seen some posts about, you know, they were giving the gun channels
Outdoor
hard
boys.
time.
The thing about it with these, yeah, the gun channels, I'm familiar with that. There's some issues with guns you got to be careful with on YouTube because they're picky about it. You can do it, but they're picky about it. With both of these channels, so Demolition Ranch is at, 12 million subscribers. Outdoors Boys, I'm thinking of Youngbloods is what I was getting mixed up with. Outdoor Boys, I think they were at like 15 million. And like one of the things that both these guys were talking about was that they had gotten big to the point where they can't even go to like the grocery store without getting hit up by people, and they had to put such process of playing and things to where now it's like, they originally did it to spend time with their family, and now they can't spend time with their family because it's kind of consuming. They have these businesses, they have 20, 30 people in their employment. At Demolition Ranch, he made a video a year ago talking about how he was going to retire. He was filming his last videos, and he didn't retire until a month ago because he wanted to make sure that all these people right there, that's all his crew in the background, all the people that work for him, and he didn't want to just up and leave all those guys hanging. So he wanted to give them all a year to find other jobs.
Nice. Yeah, I'm sure he'll still be making money off the videos for a while. I'm sure he'll still get a decent amount, more views than me and you a month still for a few years.
Probably a solid 10 years. Yeah, he will be definitely, he'll be pulling. And if he's smart, maybe he doesn't even need that. Maybe he saved up his money, he invested well, and, that's just like a bonus. I don't even know, but yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't think money's going to be the issue at that point. I don't even want that, like that is not a part of anything that I desire with any of this. I enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy getting to spend time with the family. It's an art that I enjoy playing with. I don't want to get to a point where I'm like having to deal with my own HR crises or, like, I don't know, dealing with hiring and all of that stuff. That seems a bit much to me.
Right. Yeah, that's big. That's a lot.
There's been a couple of them. Another one, I keep forgetting this dude's name, but he's the guy that originally, God, I can't for the life of me remember him. He just retired like a year and a half ago, and everybody's seen his videos. His face, he pops up and talks about things. He's got like 4 or 5 channels. It's just like a still shot of him, and it pops up all over the screen, and he'll have like funny eyes on it or something, a weird smile. How does that work with hunting? I know you do some of the videos. Yeah, so with hunting, the thing is you can shoot and you can have a gun as long as it's safe. You know, like if you do anything unsafe, you're gonna get lambasted. They'll shut you down. But as long as what you're doing is safe, you're okay. And where they initially will flag you is multiple gunshots. Like if it's back to back to back. You know, one gunshot is not gonna hurt you. But if you have like multiple gunshots, that's where they are going to start having some issues. And I think that you can probably do stuff like you can probably mute the audio and put in fake gunshot audio.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
Do that.
I know like some of the trapping channels were getting, what was it, Owls Outdoors? I think he got demonetized. And then Trapper J, he was talking about it toward the end of trapping season, and so he was having to let go everything out of the traps.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it look clickbaity like that. I tried to be real cut and dry. This isn't about us. This is just about all these other. There's a bunch of YouTubers that are retiring right now, especially in the outdoors area. There have been 2 big channels that retired in the last couple of weeks, and there's been multiple big channels in 2025 just across YouTube that are retiring.
Yeah, and since John's retired,
we're at that age now.
Like since John's retired, he's actually missed more OLC than ever.
He's enjoying it. He's doing his retirement, spending time with the that's why he's not here tonight. Spending time with the grandbaby. So. He gets a little bit of a hall pass on that one.
So, Gunpoint?
Yeah, Gunpoint's up, man.
Yeah.
Doing it.
What's up, David Martin? Good to see you.
Appreciate you, sir. So yeah, if you're doing like gun stuff now, like if you're at the gun range. So I did a video at the gun range in December. I don't even think that was public. That was a private video I did for my employer at the time. Anyway, so that was a gun video. We were at the gun range, and we were with, we had like the, like the assault rifles and stuff that we were all playing with. I didn't have any issues with it. Now, I did do some slow motion footage on that one. And so the gunshots come out sounding like crap in the when you record in slow motion, and so I put in fake audio over that, and that fake audio is recognized as being owned by like Epidemic Sound or wherever you get the sound effects from. So I don't think that gets flagged as an issue. It's that gunshot that YouTube really does focus on, that sound. Having a whole bunch of them back to back to back is something that they're cautious of.
Yeah, so far
with the trapping stuff, I think it has something to do. Like they don't want to show killing animals and stuff. I don't know why.
I think it's just showing the dead animal, because I don't think. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Trapper J never showed him actually shooting the animal. He would show it alive in the trap, and then he would show it dead.
I didn't. Now I'm just a one-off, so maybe I just slipped under the radar. I did a hunting one, and I didn't have any issues, and I was really zoomed in on mine.
Yeah, your deer hunting videos didn't get any hits, any issues, right? My duck hunting videos or bow hunting videos, nothing's been. I don't know. I think it's just the way it's.
Look at this.
Presented.
Oh man. Okay, check this. So I'm looking at my channel here real quick, and so apparently on my channel now, you should probably jump in on this immediately, but there's an option to join the channel right next to my PFP logo there. There's also an option for anal. If you hadn't noticed, that's a new feature that YouTube is offering. I'm going to take a screenshot of that.
Do what?
You not see the option there for anal? The blue button?
What the hell? I do see that. I had to zoom in. I'm going to take a picture of that.
Oh, okay. I'm going to save that in the server here real quick because I don't want that to go away.
Yeah, I'll freaking hit something. There we go.
I don't even know how I'm supposed to like say that in the server without flagging the word.
That's funny. Oh shoot! So what happens when you click on the anal?
You sign up for some anal, apparently.
Oh shoot! That's funny. Because it's edit video, so it's only your option. Nobody else is going to see that, right?
Oh, okay. So it's like something I have to click on. See there, I was able to shoot on that. Look, I doubled the shot.
That's hilarious.
It's even better than a super chat. It's a little bit more valuable.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, see,
no thanks on the offer, just saying not my thing. Yeah, I didn't realize that was I didn't realize that was a thing we were doing. I might have to revise my membership offers.
It's not an option on mobile, apparently. Oh shoot. That's funny.
Apparently we're teaming up with OnlyFans or something these days. So I ended up having like 5 or 6 gunshots in that one. I showed that one deer getting popped. Showed it in slow motion too.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues with duck hunting or bow hunting. So I don't know. Maybe they're just targeting certain.
Yeah, Deer Meat for Dinner had issues where somebody told him it was like the blood and stuff and dressing out an animal. So he ended up putting that portion of the video into its own separate video that could be demonetized elsewhere, unlisted or something. So I don't know. Like I don't dress out a whole. I didn't dress out deer in this one because I'd heard that, but I'd never have any issues filleting fish, and I do those, that part of the video in slow motion and pretty drawn out sometimes.
I did have a catch and cook or catch and clean duck hunting video that at first it popped up with a caution, like what was it, yellow or orange question or dollar mark, wasn't green or red, it was yellow or orange, and it was because of the breasted duck. But once I sent it in for review, they approved it. So it turned green.
Oh, this is interesting. So I did get that demonetization check on this video, but it says it's because of. Oh no, it does. This is there.
What's it say?
I did get demonetized on that video. Huh. Didn't even know that.
It's not due to what?
It says it wasn't due to copyright issues. They got limited.
Due to content identified as not suitable for most advertisers. Huh. You can request review.
Yeah, I don't need to. I'm not even going to worry about it. You still make money. It's just limited.
Yeah, that's what mine popped. That duck hunting or duck cleaning video popped up like that, and I requested review, and it was okay. They okayed it.
Holy crap, dude. I don't even care if it's limited. Look at that.
It's a high CPM in it.
I need to start sharing that out. More people see it. Yeah, no, it doesn't. I think it's something that I push to offer. Apparently. You don't see that video on my channel? Really?
I think she meant the anal option.
Oh, that anal button. Okay. Yeah, maybe I have to push something to make it live. Maybe the case. Yeah, cleaning my anal blood. But I mean, you know what? But that's, as a YouTuber right there, that's the thing that like I see with this. Yeah, I'm not getting a whole lot of views. I might be suppressed a little bit. I doubt it, because I kind of get the feeling that this is just not a video that people who watch my videos want to see. Like, they come to me for fishing. They don't come to me for hunting. It was a bit of a one-off, so that doesn't surprise me. But even with limited ads, I mean, crazy. Advertisers are paying almost, you know, they're paying almost $30 for a 1,000 view ad. That's big. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's weird to me that it's limited, but yet it's got that high of a CPM.
Well, you know what it is? It's, look at the people that they're advertising in front of, like, high dollar clients. They're looking for people who buy guns, who go on hunting trips. You know, they probably have like nice trucks and stuff. They've got a little bit of a disposable income. That's what the advertisers are seeing. So even if it's limited, they know who they're getting in front of. Makes, you know, the ad placement a little bit more valuable. I'm not getting M&M's ads on this.
Right.
So I work with YouTube from time to time, and I get, you know, access to some of their trial offers. That's what it is.
That's hilarious.
I cannot wait to show some. I'm going to show this to some of the guys at YouTube and see what they have to say. They'll get a laugh out of that. Yeah. I mean, I didn't request it. Yeah, I've never once had an issue with that. I've never once had an issue with them doing limited monetization or any kind of bottleneck as a result of any of the cleaning that I've ever done on a fish. And like I said, I got graphic with it on a lot of my videos where it was like done in slow motion, and it's like a 5-minute portion of the video, and it's all close up, like music montages and stuff. Never had an issue.
I mean, is there any kind of bad M&M?
I'm gonna have to say pretzel. Have you ever had the jalapeno M&Ms?
I have not.
They're not that good. I like jalapenos. They didn't sell me.
I have not. Are they actual pieces of jalapeno or just flavored?
No, it's like those little, I don't know, like those how they dust, like how they dust a Doritos chip with the cheddar dusting stuff. So they like dust a peanut with jalapeno, and then they make that an M&M.
I can eat it. Any kind of M&M I've tried. I like pretzels.
I've never hated them. That having been said, I despise pretzels. That sounds disgusting.
I like pretzels.
You do like pretzels?
I do like pretzels.
My wife and daughter like pretzels, and it drives me batshit crazy.
Haven't had any in a while.
There's something like I did in a prior life to I don't know, piss off karma or something like that, because at least my family likes fish. I'm happy about that, but some of the other stuff that they do is just like the exact opposite of me. Like, I have to, when we order pizza, we're not going to order 3 different pizzas. You know, that's BS. Not that we order often, but there is no way on God's green. It's probably been 5 years since I've seen a pizza that's like for me. It's always what Rachel or Savannah wants.
Gotcha. Oh yeah,
and that's I'm all right with it. I'm not complaining, but
I definitely like some chocolate covered pretzels too. Or almond bark covered pretzels. That's what Jamie
Oh, that
likes.
sounds good. Yeah, I can do that.
Mhm.
What are the snacks you bring when you go out like on a fishing trip?
Anymore, I try to buy healthy snacks. Like if I was stopping at a gas station, I'd probably grab some sweet tarts, some chewy sweet tarts, maybe some salt and vinegar chips, some jerky. Any kind of jerky is good. Slim Jim.
Monica's saying Pringles, jerky, water. Yes, I've gotten weird about the snacks. So you know, we go out fishing trip, like we're going offshore. That's going to be like an 18-hour day, 20-hour day. I don't eat a lot. I know you're not going to think that by looking at me. I'm a big dude and all, but I don't eat a lot, and I only eat like once a day. So I don't need a whole lot when I'm going out there on a fishing trip, but I will on a fishing trip. I'll snack all day instead of eating like once. But it's going to be like I'm weird about it. It's going to be jerky, like cheese, and maybe some trail mix.
I like some trail mix.
Rice balls and dried octopus. We will do ceviche sometimes out there on the boat.
Can't say that I've had rice balls or dried octopus. Can I? What's up, Mark J?
Try to bring something with enough depth to keep Mark out fishing as long as possible. That's it.
I like that.
Yeah, wraps would be good.
Used to go out on the boat, out on the river with some friends. We would make, or the women would make some wraps. It's nice and refreshing.
When we go out in Wisconsin, they've got, doing freshwater stuff. They've got a completely different program that they do, and it's going to be like ham and cheese sandwiches. I don't even remember what all they get. They're so like. I really got to give them credit for putting up with me, because I'm that dude that's going to throw like a couple of Dr. Peppers in the cooler with the bait, and then I'm good to go. And they have to have their stuff completely different ice chest. It's got to be sterilized, which I'm not knocking any of that. I'm not saying don't do that, but it's polar opposites of what I do. And I do want like potassium. That's kind of like where my mindset is at. I don't want to be hungry, but I don't want cramps, or stuff like that. I'll bring Gatorade. I'll do Gatorade.
Yeah, that's my thing lately is Gatorade and Body Armor. About all I'll drink.
Yeah.
Other than sweet tea.
I'm in Texas. I want to get into sweet tea so bad, and I like my root beer. I like my Dr. Pepper. His wife is from Laos. Yes, man, dude. Yeah, I like jerky. I want to make my own jerky. I like making fish jerky.
Not ever done fish jerky.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the next video I film. I want it has nothing to do, like I've got to finish the video I'm working on so that I can like get rid of the mohawk. But then, or maybe I'll just want to have.
Do you marinate it or just raw dog it? How do you do jerky, fish jerky?
I do. I marinate it for sometimes like 3 days. Is that Janet in the background? Candied fish, yeah. I did Gravlax. I think probably our first year on the channel. I need to make that again because it was pretty good. And it's just like you cover it in salt and sugar and you just let it age.
I guess they're all the comment.
Well,
So
now I know what the title is.
What'd you marinate the fish in?
I got a recipe. It's like soy sauce with some sugar or honey, a bunch of stuff thrown in. I'll include that. I'm going to make that video. It's been my intention to film that thing this week. I'm going to try and get that filmed. And I'm going to get that thing published ASAP. It'll have the whole recipe. It's basically the recipe that I would use on any like second fish, any trash fish. It's an easy one to do, and it just takes care of, like, you can do Jack Crevalle, you can do Bonita, it doesn't matter, it works.
Just thinking next time we go, like Sunday, we could have kept fishing, but Sunday we could have kept fishing, but I thought, man, we got 7. That's enough for us. And we actually had 1 piece of fish left, and we fed it to the dogs. So it was perfect. But that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I could try to make some jerky, see what it's about.
You know, that's what I enjoy doing. What's up, Bailey?
Okay.
So that's one of the things that I enjoy doing myself, man. Is, you know, I'm a meat monger. I bring everything home. I really do try to stock up. But one of the things I do, I'm not like literally trying to go out and just kill the shit out of anything that I can get my hands on. I want to bring home some of this stuff because I want to experiment with different recipes, and I don't want to do that with the good fish that we catch. I want to experiment with the Jack Crevalle, and, you know, if you make Jack Crevalle taste good, then you've got yourself a good recipe that'll probably apply well to anything else. That's my train of thought.
It's a good idea. So maybe like some catfish or something.
Okay. So, yeah, you make a good point there, Janet.
Sorry.
This live stream went a completely different direction than what we originally intended.
My bad.
This is why John wasn't here tonight. It was going to be too much for his sensitive ears.
Yeah. I like your profile picture there, by the way, Janet.
Yes, yeah. Best one out of everybody. You get the award for that.
All right, what do you think? We should look at the pictures yet? That time.
Let's do it. Let's get them up here. No, that's not it.
Show us all that.
These
money.
are our photographs of the week, brought to you by the Premier Fishing and Hunting Discord server. Of course, if you have not already joined that, you really need to do so. There is a link in the description down below. We have a whole lot of fun, and we enjoy getting to experience your fishing trips and hunting trips vicariously through you. So thank you to everybody who shared. And nope. What's up, Dalai Lama? You are good to go, man. We just kicked things off. Starting off with this is Wild Japan's, I cannot pronounce that, but this is like the print of his bass, which we're going to see in a minute. But this is the print that he got done.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. Good job, Wild.
Oh, yeah, Dalai Lama, just to get you caught up. So basically, like, so that you don't have to worry about going back. If you want to go back and check out the rest of the episode, you need to. There were some interesting conversations. We did cover the new anal button on my YouTube channel and raw dogging jerky. So that's just to get you caught up. That's where we're at right now. And B-cup bobbers, that's coming up. Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna butcher through this one again. Gyotaku. Am I close? Gyotaku. Sure. Down here in Texas, it's a Gyotaku.
Go taco.
Gyotaku. I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, kicking things off. 24K. There you go, man. Just a little bit of wonderfulness outdoors. Thank you for sharing that, sir. We appreciate it. We could all use a few days like this, I think. Oh, I got it the second time. Gyotaku. trying here. Gib Noob, Kiwi, and Coldwater. Spoiler alert, you're going to be seeing a few from these guys because they were just on a roll this week.
Yes, good fish. I'm trying to see.
Yeah, Dalai Lama, get some pictures of that dude. He's been going like to the cliffs over there in Australia, and he's literally like they have to rappel down the cliffside to go do their shark fishing. You need a YouTube.
Need a drone. You need.
Yes, he does. A few more of these guys by Daiwa, Nanner, Coldwater, PC Fun, and Gib Noob. Got himself a nice freshwater snook.
Very nice. Some good shots. Nice fish.
And this is interesting. I thought this was really cool. So I know these guys get together and do this stuff, but I think it warrants mention. So EVR, Fishy Feet, Danny No Whammy, and Bacon Rider all went out on a fishing trip together. These guys are some of the more prevalent gentlemen in the Premier Fishing Hunting Discord server. And seeing them all going out there on a fishing trip together, that is really rad, guys. Thank you for the pictures. Next time we need a group shot with something big.
Yeah, for real. So who caught the fish and let everybody hold it?
Yeah, there wasn't any tags on any of this. We don't know, like, who's the one, taking the picture and who's the one getting the biggest fish. We need a little backstory on these posts.
Looks like there were apparently 4 of them at least on the boat.
Yeah, all 4 of them got out there. You can see 3 of them in that top 3 of them together. I guess the 4th guy's taking the picture in the top left.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, keep that up. That's awesome. That is really fun to see.
I missed the possum. I didn't see that in the server.
Yeah, true. Peter, if you want to see something cool, Peter has been doing baby possums at his house. I think he's got pictures of that in the community tab on his channel. I'll drop the link if you want to see that. If you are a fan of baby possums. There he is. I was wondering if you were going to pop up for that one. And then, of course, that's Wild Japan's. That's the fish that he caught for his Gyotaku.
Yes, very neat.
And he's doing that himself, too. You got me pretty inspired on that print. Okay, Fisher, I don't know what you're doing, man. I'm guessing you're not noodling for those, but if you are, be safe. That scares me. Yeah, Dalai Lama says, just to elaborate, a drone would be nice, but some of the spots, he's got to go to the top at 60 feet, straight up, climbing. Probably kind of difficult to carry around a drone.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to be have a buddy stay up top with the drone or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's a lot for one person, especially if you're trying to fish as well. Definitely.
Yeah.
You need a buddy that just wants to get outside and take some video and enjoy the day, that doesn't really like to fish or something. Just willing.
I tell you what, I would love to join that, man. That would be fun, I think. They're just out in the absolute middle of nowhere doing their thing.
Good job, Pickles.
Pickles, you still in here, dude? I don't have a picture of this, or do I? I don't have a picture. So he's trying to I don't think he got measurements on this, but he's trying to usurp me as the biggest snapper in the server.
That's a big one.
Let me see. I'll see if I can look up mine. I'll let you guys judge if you got a bigger one than me or not.
All right, Dalai Lama. If you're doing it all by yourself, then all solo, then okay.
Oh, I can't bring up the picture without taking yours off, and I'm not going to take yours off. So, what was mine? Mine was a 30-inch snapper, 31, something like that. I don't even... 31 inches. And we didn't get a tape on this, but regardless, that is a damn big snapper, dude. I'm sitting here and picking on it because you're right there with me, and I'm a little defensive about my record. So that's what I'm doing here.
Yes, you should have gotten a measurement. Hey, go catch another one.
Yeah,
and get a measurement. Yeah, go catch one bigger. Just catch one bigger next time, man.
If it had been bigger, if it was 32 inches, you're damn right there'd have been a tape on that fish. If it's 30 and a half, that's when you accidentally forget the tape.
That's okay. I see. Yeah, some nice fish, guys.
Yeah,
keep them coming.
Awesome. I'm envious of that. I'm envious of the mahi, dude. It's been forever since I've gotten into Dorado. Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir.
Bring a measure. Bring a tape.
Yep, I remembered the golden rule this time. What we got? A snakehead? And some bass.
Big hit with an unusually light week.
No doubt. Big hit Savage. Is that all we got this week?
That's all he got this week.
Good.
Hey, Pickles, I appreciate that, man. So I'm harassing you a little bit. Obviously, I want to keep my record and all that. That was a 2024 record anyway, so I'm not really, whatever. But yeah, the fact that you're spending the time, you got your picture, and you're more concerned with getting them into the water. I'll sit here and harass you all day long, but I give you a pat on the back for that. That's commendable.
Aeon, I don't know what shore you're fishing from. Where's he at?
Aeon, are you in Malaysia? Is that right? I'm sorry, I forget.
I tried. I'll say if you're fishing from Padre Island shore, I tried all kinds of bass lures down there and didn't do any good. Live bait or something that stinks is what you need.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to make it easier if you do that. Live bait or cut bait. It's just easier. You can absolutely throw lures from shore, but you got to be at the right time and the right conditions. Thailand. Okay. Sorry, that was my second guess, but it was a guess. Sorry, Hannah. But yeah, you can do it. You can throw lures. It's going to be a little bit harder. You've got to know the conditions a bit better. You got to know exactly what you're throwing. It's not just as easy as throwing any lure anywhere. Sometimes, most of the time.
Some mushrooms.
Bailey, where were you at for these, man? It's a hell of a haul. Kiwi, I wanted. He was getting himself all those trout, but he got himself that good catfish.
Couple smallmouth.
North Bunch. Anytime he sends pictures, you're gonna get something pretty. Thailand. Okay. Yeah, dude. I mean, the coast over there is gorgeous. There's gonna be fish, but still, there's a rule. It's called the 90-10 rule. 90% of the fish are hanging out in 10% of the area. You got to find that area. You got to find out what they eat, and your artificial has to kind of match that.
So AI says soft plastics with jig heads are a popular and versatile choice from the shore of Thailand.
There you go.
Try it.
Bailey said they were supposed to go fishing, but it was raining. So his brother went out and he was busy at work and he slept in on Saturday. Oh, that sucks, man. That is a bummer. Sorry to hear it. We've all been there. We've all had those days. I had one last year. My brother's very first, like, big time offshore trip, and I didn't get to make it. And I'm like, you know, like, I make money going out on those trips, and I wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, that's the only picture I posted from Sunday afternoon. That 11 or yeah, it was almost 12. It was like 11 and 15, 16. Almost 12 inches.
Pinch that tail.
It ain't good.
Man, I bet you're making me hungry for some crappie.
Well, it was tough. We were throwing just crappie jigs, and I was throwing a trout magnet, and we both caught a couple bluegill, and actually had 7 bluegill in the bucket. And once we caught those 2 crappie, I threw 2 of the bluegill back.
Bless you to Janet. Hear you in the background there.
But I ended up throwing a little spin blade on with the crappie jig, and that's what I caught the 2 crappie on.
Nice. Cannot wait, man. When we get that land going, that's one of the things Rachel wants, is a pond stocked with a bunch of crappie.
Heck yes.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, this pond, man. I just got lucky. Went and talked to the guy trying to get somebody that I can borrow a tractor from. And not that I can borrow his tractor, but he said I could fish a pond, so that'll work.
That's a win. So I have a picture of this. It's part of the video, one of the videos that I'm editing right now. I had a similar experience. I went out there, was doing a bunch of fish on the outside. It's been really crappy down here, really hard. So as you can see, like, we're dealing with wind, we're dealing with big waves, dealing with seaweed. Yeah, exactly like Ben says. Wind, waves, weeds were terrible. It's just been like this since like February, so it's making it tough. And now this time of year is when we get all these little sharks coming in. Say little, he's not tiny. And yeah, those guys are in there just tearing up baits. I've got a handful of baits. I didn't even I didn't even film them all, but it's all like all my baits were ending up looking like that. And I was using live mullet like way the hell out there. It was tough. And this guy ended up eating a piece of hardhead. You don't see many fish eating those guys.
Interesting. But you can't keep the sharks unless they're a certain length, right?
They got to be 24 inches to keep them.
24. It's hard to tell that when Ben's holding them, but
I would guess he's probably legal. Not sure, but I would guess he's probably legal. Yeah, to be honest with you, it's probably a really good eating size. Like, you know, the smaller ones are going to be better than the bigger ones.
Gotcha.
Now, the ones that are eating hardhead catfish, I don't know. Those might not taste as good.
I didn't see John posting any pictures over the weekend from down there. I think he spent more time at the restaurants.
Yeah, I don't know. He might have got called back early for something. I forget. I don't remember. But we were talking about going out there together on Thursday or Friday. We were going to meet up and do some fishing at the dock, and we both had to cancel on that one. It's kind of a bummer. The dock we were supposed to go to was all busted up. We couldn't fish off of it. A little bit more of PC fun and Cold Waters weekend, and we got Buns Lord and Banana Jones.
But Very nice.
Gonna be for different conditions and different stuff there, Aeon. Some stuff, like if you got a Spanish mackerel or a tuna, they like it fast. Some stuff is gonna be a little bit pickier than that, you know, like maybe like a flounder, an ambush predator sitting on the bottom. Yeah, the lures are built different. The tackle is used different. You're going to be targeting different people.
Cheers. Nice carp. Couple little bass. Is that a flounder? Cool, cool.
Pug Attack has got, I believe, 208. He was the one that was collecting all of the different species and has got himself 208 different species now.
Wow. Wow.
Few more from Banana. Bailey out there at the gun range, and then we got Syke getting a few more catches here.
Yeah, pretty neat. Some nice bluegill. Shoot some skeet.
Got some good stuff there. And so Banana, this was, let's see, it was, he took out his friend and his brother and his friend, something like that, and got them on both of their first catches, I think, in general, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice. Beautiful, beautiful.
And that is it. So now it is that time. We need to elect ourselves a newest entry onto the 2025 Wall of Fame and get ourselves a new photographer of the week. Your options this week are going to be Gib Noob with that nice pike, Pickles with an obvious stud snapper, OK Fisher with a lost hand. Looking for that big old catfish. Cast your vote in the chat right now and let us know who needs to be added to the 2025 Wall of Fame. And let me get a piece of paper.
Man, that's some good, nice fish. Very nice. Look. Shot 2,000 clays that day. Very cool. Very cool.
Ooh, nice.
Yes. I'm gonna go with my initial.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah,
you know
I
what?
need Go ahead. Mamba.
I think, to be completely fair, I've got to cast my vote for old Pickles.
Yeah.
All three of these absolutely stud catches, far and away. But I got to say, Pickles, dude, that's an enviable snapper.
So I need to post more trail camera pictures. Got a few bucks starting to show up, starting to grow some antlers.
So Ben, you're saying C for the blue water, red snapper, and rod in the background? I'm assuming you mean Pickles on that. Yeah, okay, just making sure. And I agree. I mean, man, I want to get out to the pond. I want to get into some big old pike like that myself. I'm not going to lie. I enjoy it. But I know what it takes to get a snapper like that.
Yeah, it's a nice catfish too. It's beautiful catfishy.
And I think that is it, man. We got all of our votes in. If anybody wants to cast one right now, no, I think we've got pretty much a little bit of a runaway here. Congratulations, Pickles. You got yourself an addition to the 2025 Wall of Fame. You are our photographer of the week. Congratulations on an epic catch, man. We appreciate you sharing that with us. And you know, just thank you for being with the server in general, man. We appreciate having you there. Special thanks to the waitlisters. That is Wild Japan, PC Fun, Fiend, Coldwater, Species Enthusiast, and Kiwi. Guys, thank you so much for making my life miserable, putting me to work, having to edit all of the photos that you guys have been posting a whole week. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
On that note, guys, any last words before we roll this thing up and get ready for another amazing weekend? Grant, what you got coming up for us?
I don't know. It's rain supposed to be done for the next 3 days. So maybe get to go fishing. We've had storms. We had tornado sirens going off twice a couple nights ago. Yeah, it's a muddy mess right now. So yes, as soon as we get a chance, we'll be fishing. Then what's Boogie?
That's Savannah. It's my daughter.
Savvy.
Everybody says hi, Savvy.
So next week, no stream next week because of graduation.
Yeah, so Savannah is graduating from the 8th grade. We're going to be taking next week off to kind of get ready for summer and to go through all of that whole thing. So I will be back in 2 weeks. I think all of us, if I'm not mistaken, Grant, like you're going to be off next week too, right?
Yeah, I mean we might as well take off if you're off because you're the one that does the slideshow.
I can put that together. That's not a problem, but we can talk about that behind the scenes. I think probably because I know John's probably kind of in the same boat. He probably needs a week off too. So let's just plan. We're going to be planning on coming back in 2 weeks from now. We'll have everything together. So get out there, have yourself a wonderful couple of weeks. Make sure to join us in the Discord server. We would love to see everything that you're doing as we wrap up, the school year. Thank you so much for joining us this week. We really appreciate having you, and we look forward to seeing you after a wonderful holiday weekend. Take it easy. Stay safe. See you next time.